Hello and welcome to my YouTube channel Kiwi Bushcraft and Survival, and today, as you can see, we're going to do the unboxing of the LED Lensa H5. Okay, so this is a basically a LED headlamp, which is perfect for being out in the bush and hunting. Okay, so let's crack into opening this up. Okay, so the first thing you'll find in here is just a little sticker. Okay, LED Lensa sticker. Don't know if you want to use that or not. This here is just a little mini catalogue. Okay, that's just got other stuff on it for other torches and whatnot that they sell. Okay, then it comes with the basic instructions here, basic instruction manual. Okay, in different languages, and comes with the pouch. All right, this is sort of material, it feels a little bit flimsy. I probably wouldn't waste my time with the pouch. I don't know. Comes with a few batteries. Alright, 3 batteries. I think these are 1.5 volts each, these ones. Okay, 1.5 volt Duracell batteries. So pretty good batteries. Not rechargeables though, and a couple of silica things just for prevention of moisture. Okay, so let's have a look at the actual headlamp itself. Okay, so this case here's just got Velcro on it. Okay, alright, it's just got the Velcro on. Alright, it's got a little loop there. How long that would last for, I don't know. Most of these sort of pouches like this, in my experience, don't last very long. They just fall apart. Anyway, the LED Lensa H5. Beautiful piece of equipment. Absolutely fantastic piece of equipment. So, where should we start? Let's start with the head strap, the headband. Okay, so it's flexible, alright, very flexible. You can adjust over here, alright. You can adjust it to your own fitting on your head. It's very light, very lightweight. It's got the cord here on around the side, okay, the wire, which is a springy one, so it can extend out. All right. The battery compartment, it opens up at the back, so you just pull this off, you know, make a little, pull the strap out a bit. All right, and then this back compartment, it just pulls off. Okay, like so. It just pulls off like that. Okay, alright. I've got a few other batteries in here at the moment. I was trying these ones here out. These are just some real cheap 1.2 volt batteries, these ones. Okay, alright, I'll pull those out. These are just some cheap ones from Bunnings Warehouse, Varta, and they work fine. Okay, so it's got takes three AAA batteries in the back. Alright, obviously where the springs are here, that's where your negative or the back of the battery goes, and the positive goes to the other end. Alright, now this back case here is rubber, alright, and when it fits over onto this, it just gives it like a waterproof, well, I'd say water resistant sealant. Okay, it's pretty good though. You're not going to get any water in that from rain or anything like that. Okay, it's gonna be all good to look after those batteries. On the back here, it actually has a light on the back of the battery box, and that light there goes red. Okay, which is quite good. Okay, for safety behind you. So if somebody's walking behind you, they can see that, all right, and they'll know where you are. Not too bad. You should be able to use that for map reading as well. Okay, that red light, so you don't damage your night vision. Okay, on the front we have the actual LED itself. Okay, now this here can move, all right, to 3 different positions. All right, so you can have it at a 90 degree, okay, and then it goes up like so, all right, to like a 30 degree, 45, 75 and 90, sorry, probably about 30, 45 and 90 degree angle. Okay, and under here we have the this is the focus light here. Okay, that there pushes in and out. All right, the more you push that in and out, and it will give you a wide view or a more narrow view of the light. Okay, and I'll show you that a bit later on. And on the right at the top here, it's got a little push button. Okay, and you just push that button at the top here. All right, and that'll turn it off and turn it on. So it's quite a simple little device, and that's all you need. You don't need anything too flash. You just need it nice and simple. Okay, and lightweight, obviously. So what have we got on here? Let's read some of the specs. All right, so lamp base, power LED. Okay, so it's 25 lumens. Okay, 25 lumens, can go out to about 70 meters. All right, obviously, give or take. All right, give or take on that. And 1 lumen, it's got here 20 hours for 1 lumen. All right, so whatever that means, who knows? Okay, that's really about it. That's really about all we really need to know. Okay, now let's get into the guts of this, the good stuff. Okay, the most important thing when you're going to use one of these out in the bush, okay, is before you go out into the bush, you want to make sure that it's working, and 2, the most important thing is the batteries are fully charged. Okay, and the only way to do that is if you just put the batteries in and it's working, that doesn't mean your batteries are fully charged. It might last 5 minutes, it might last 10 minutes. And you might have 1 or 2 batteries that aren't fully charged. So you want all your batteries fully charged, every single one of them. Now how do we do that? It's really important that we check them. Okay. So what we do is we get a multimeter. Okay, as you can see here. Alright, bring this multimeter up. You can pick these up at hardware stores and things like that. And what you want to do is you want to have it's in the turned off position at the moment. But what you want to do is you want to flick it over to what we call DCV, or direct current voltage. Okay, DCV. Alright. Some of these might come up with just DC, which is direct current. That's what you want. Okay, so we want to flick that over to about 200, as you can see there. All right, and obviously it turns on. Okay, it's got batteries in it. Okay, so the first thing that we want to do is check the batteries. I'll just zoom this in a little bit so you can see a bit better. Alright, and so let's put in let's try this Varta battery first. So you want the black is normally negative on the back of the battery, okay, and the red is normally for positive, okay, which goes to the front of the battery. And so what you do is you just touch the back and touch the front, and it will tell you what you're sitting on. Okay, so that's 1.5 volts there, 1.5 volts, alright? So that's a good battery. We'll grab the next one, and we do the same thing, 1.5 volts. Grab the next one, 1.5 volts, alright? These are the ones that it comes with, which are the Duracell. And remember, these are just the cheap Charlie batteries from Bunnings Warehouse. Alright. Alright, so we'll do the next one. Try and bring this in a bit closer, hopefully you could see that. Duracell. Just try and touch that. 1.6 volts. 1.6 volts. 1.6 volts. Okay, so all of these batteries here, those three and these three, okay, are all good. Alright, now I'll get another battery. So these ones here, the Duracell, they're not rechargeables, and these Varta are not rechargeables either, but they work fine, no problems there. If you're going to use rechargeable batteries, okay, as in the case of these ones, these Arlex here, alright, you can use rechargeables, but again you must check them to make sure that they are they're charged up. Now normally these chargeables, these ones here are 1.2 volts. You know, you can give them a full charge. These ones aren't, I don't think, a full charge. I'll check them in a minute. Alright, and we'll do these now actually. Alright, I think they're about 1 to 1.2 volts, and I was checking a bit earlier. I'll just check that. Okay, 1.1. 1.3 and 1 volt. So that's not too bad. These will work fine. And what I'll do is I'll push those over a little bit. Okay, and I'll show you an example. Here's a battery that's flat. Okay, a flat battery. Alright. And this one here is coming up at 0.2 volts. Alright, 0.2 volts. 0.1, 0.2. Alright, so that one's going to need to be recharged. Here's another one that's flat that I checked earlier. Another rechargeable, that's 2 volts. Or should I say 0.2 volts. Okay, another one, 0.1 volt, needs recharging. And another Arlex. Alright, that one's just plain dead, there's nothing in it. Okay, so as you can see, the most important thing is checking your batteries. Okay, checking your batteries to make sure that they're working. Alright, because, well, not make sure that they're working, but make sure that they are charged. Okay, the last thing you want to do is be out in the bush and you get stuck out there at night time and you don't have any light on you. Okay, you want to make sure that your batteries are all good. So you should always take a spare set of batteries with you. Okay, so you should have the 3 fully charged batteries in the light, okay, in the Lenza, and the other 3 batteries as a backup. Okay, and if you're taking a vehicle out, keep some spare ones in the vehicle as well. Okay, so this type of light, this type of Lenza light here is brilliant for just leaving in the car, or leave it in your webbing, or when you're out in the bush, just wear it around your neck. Okay, but you want to keep this on you at all times. Okay, I don't believe that this should be left in your pack. It should be on you at all times, because you don't know when you're going to get stuck out there. okay, without your pack. Alright, you go out for a day hunt and you get stuck out there, you want some light on you. Okay, it will give you the opportunity to help you to get out of the bush and see where you're going and what you're doing. Okay, because it can get very dark very quickly, and then it's dangerous. Okay, sorry about that. No, just a bit of a phone call. Anyway, let's carry on with this. Alright, so let's put these some batteries into here. Alright, I'll just move this out of the way, Okay, so with the battery pack, the important thing here is, as I've stated, make sure that you're using fully charged batteries. Okay, obviously the 1.6 volt ones, these the 1.5 volt Varta, they're good. They'll do better because it's got more voltage. The 1.6 here, Duracell, they'll do slightly better. And these ones that are on 1.1, 1.2 volts for the rechargeables, they'll still work, but obviously not as well. Okay, because you're short slightly, the less voltage, obviously you're not going to get as much power coming out, or lumens. Alright, but anyway, let's put these Varta back in. So when you use the batteries also, you've checked to make sure they're fully charged, and then make sure that they're all the same type of battery. Okay, make sure they're all the same type. So don't go mixing them up with Duracell and Varta and Arlec and have one of each. Okay, stick to the same type. So the first thing we do is negative to the spring, okay, or the back of the battery to the spring. Alright, push that in. Push the other battery into here. Put this battery into here. And put our back on. Okay, now if at any time you're not using this over a period of time, you're not using your headlamp over a period of time, you know, like let's say weeks or even months, you want to take these batteries out. Don't leave the batteries sitting in this box, because what will happen is, even though it's not being used, these batteries will start to leak acid and it will wreck the inside of your battery box. Okay, it'll damage your lamp. All right. Okay, so let's turn this on. All right. So we turn it on. All right, and there we have it there. Okay. If we push it again, it just simply turns it off. If we push it in, turns it on. Okay. If we hold it down, doesn't do anything. All right. It's just the on and off. All right. So on, the front lamp goes on, and you'll get the rear red lamp or light go on as well on the top of the battery box. Okay, so it looks like that as it goes around. All right. Okay. Again, we can focus. All right, using the focus here, in and out. That just moves it in and out. As you can see, it just comes in and out here slightly. All right, like so. All right, and you can just set it to whatever you want, and it moves forward. Okay, and so you just adjust it to whatever you want it on. Okay, and then we switch it off. All right, so that's pretty much it in a nutshell. It's simple, lightweight, water resistant to waterproof as far as, you know, if it's raining and things like that. But obviously you wouldn't want to go diving in it, swimming in it. Okay. Excellent piece of equipment for your own personal safety. You definitely need some form of light out there when you're out in the bush. Okay. And I'd highly recommend LED Lensa, okay, H5. Simple, reasonably cheap. I can't remember how much. I got this one off Flybuys, through my Flybuys points. Okay, so if you've got Flybuys points, check those, or pinch somebody else's ones that if they're not using them. All right. Anyway, Yeah. Okay, so what we'll do now is I'll link this up to some of the night videos I've done with this, and we'll slap it all together for you. Thanks for coming along. Hope you enjoyed. Any questions, comments, share, like, and subscribe, and we'll see you on the next video. Thanks for coming along. Cheers. Okay, so welcome back. So what we're going to do now is we're just going to head around the property and flick the H5 on and see how she goes. It's not over dark with a number of lights around here, but we'll give it a good shot. Okay, let's go. Okay, so that's just on straight focus. Okay, just going around the back of the house. I'll bring it down another click. That's 2 clicks down there. Alright, so just in front of me. That's 2 clicks down, and with the head right upright, it's probably shining out around about 5 meters away, the main part of it, of the light. Okay, if I didn't have the hat on, you'd only need to click it down 1 click, so about 30 degrees. Okay, we'll cruise on around. Alright, so that's the fence. That's the fence there. Just shine it in a bit. There's the fence, back of the property, and I'll come back a bit, walking away, probably about 10 meters away now. 20 meters away from the fence. Even going back. It's about, I'd say about 30 meters away from the fence. Okay, I'll just zoom in. It's about 30 meters away from here. Coming back. Alright, 30 meters away from the fence, so she's pretty good. I'll keep coming back a bit more. Just don't want to fall over. Yeah, it's probably about, that's easily about 40 meters away. 40 meters away down the side of the house. Okay, zoom in. Right, so that's about 40 meters away. As far as the, I'll put the, no, I'll go around the back of the house anyway. Right. Okay, so here's the focus here, just shining around. Alright, and what I'll do now is I'll bring up the main focus, so bring it out. Okay, and then we can see the side of the house. Alright, and this is with the camera fully zoomed out at the moment. Okay, so if I was to zoom in, alright, it doesn't, you don't see as much, but zoomed out you can obviously see where you're walking and whatever else. Okay, coming up. It's the old lemon tree. Whatnot. Okay, so yeah, it's pretty good. If you want to get into detail of the right into detail, you can go right in. Okay, when you're zooming it around and whatnot. All the smokers. Okay, so I think with that there's probably a good idea of how good the camera is outside, and how well it works. So head back down around to the front. Starting to rain out. Oh goody. Okay, and I'll see you guys inside shortly.